Welcome on back to another Fuzzarina video, guys. Welcome on back. I hope you don't mind the different view that I've got for today. I kind of needed a change after just recording all my videos at my desk, so I hope you don't mind the little change. If you guys missed out my video from last week, I finally released my business, fuzzalicious.com. I'll be selling a variety of different candles, aesthetic and gaming candles, and one of these could be yours. I am making international shipping available, so if you're interested in that, I'll leave the link down below. But back at it with today's video. Today's video is about Stardew Valley having such an impact on individuals on a micro level and also at a macro level, and how these impacts have kind of changed the way that we see gaming today. If anyone is a fan of the Reddit community for Stardew Valley, you would know that that is a very active community. People are talking about all kinds of things that they don't know about the game, information that they might need. But one that's quite inspiring to me every time I read about it is how Stardew Valley has helped people with their mental health issues. It's actually quite inspiring to read some stories of people saying their stories about how Stardew Valley has actually improved their mental health issues. Whether it's a decrease in depression or anxiety, or the ability to be able to connect with people, whether it's friends from around the world or creating some new friends around the world, or even better, connecting with your partner if it's someone that you can't see at the moment. Stardew Valley has created a platform for people all around the world, or even people that can't see each other right now, to connect in such a simple way. It might just be a farming simulator, but it's a different place where people can leave their real life problems and come to a place where everything's a little more happier. Mental health issues is something that's very important to me, and it's really amazing to see Stardew Valley have this impact on people. Not only is Stardew Valley impacting the players that are playing it, but it's also impacting the gaming industry. I'm sure you've seen by now, if you're looking into some other farming simulators, there's quite a lot of them right now coming out saying that they're very much Stardew Valley-esque, or a combination of Stardew Valley and a different game. I feel like Stardew Valley has started this domino effect. If you guys know the history of Stardew Valley, it was actually inspired by a game called Harvest Moon, which is very similar to Stardew Valley. But Stardew Valley is still enjoyed and talked about nowadays rather than Harvest Moon. And that's because of the community that's behind it. Not only are the individuals like us talking about it with our friends and our families and to people that we think that will enjoy it, but we're also seeing gaming companies jump onto the farming simulators and pushing more of the farming sims, to the point that now you can play Stardew Valley in a variety of genres. Now there's farming simulators where you can be an astronaut. There are farming simulators where you use magic now instead of just being a normal farmer. It doesn't matter what kind of interests you have. It seems like these farming simulators are now adapting to the different types of interests and genres that we're interested in. And I feel like Stardew Valley is kind of the push that started all of these farming simulators becoming as popular as they are now. With the push of farming simulators, some people still enjoy playing Stardew Valley, and that's where the modding community comes in. Now, if you play on console, I know that you can't play with mods, but if you're on Android or PC, the modding community is actually quite amazing. Not only are the gaming industries adapting to the farming simulators, but you can also see that those who don't want to play different games and enjoy playing Stardew Valley are moving over to playing with mods. Nexus Mods, which is where I get my mods on, Stardew Valley is actually the 7th biggest game of mods being downloaded. And I feel like that's quite large. It's actually between two really big games, Fallout 3 and The Witcher 3. I've definitely had a fair share in playing some mods, and it's amazing to see people change up Stardew Valley so you still feel like you're playing the game, but you're adapting to new things. Whether it's the different variety of crops or the new NPCs you can add in, or pretty much playing Stardew Valley in a different light, such as Stardew Valley Expanded, which I definitely suggest if you're interested in playing Stardew Valley but having twice the amount of content in it. Because I'm such a big fan of Stardew Valley Expanded, I'm actually going to leave the link below. I believe they had a full release, and I'll leave the link of the trailer down below as well if you want to check that out, because Stardew Valley Expanded is such an amazing mod and makes you feel like you're playing Stardew Valley 2.0. With the modding community ever growing, it seems like there's never going to be a stop for people playing Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley can be enjoyed vanilla, but let's say you're starting to get burnout like I did for a little bit. Playing Stardew Valley with mods gives you that extra little bit so you feel like you're playing a different game almost. And that's a big reason as to why the community of Stardew Valley continues to come back. Not only can you play Stardew Valley the normal way, but now you can change it up to the point where you can ride around Pam as a horse. You heard that right. But not only can we thank the modding community for continuing to provide content for Stardew Valley, but I think there's a big help for the Twitch streamers and the YouTubers such as me, who continue to grow the community for Stardew Valley and continue to share their love for such an amazing game. When I first started playing Stardew Valley, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I thought it was just a simple little game that I was going to play for a few weeks and then give it up. I didn't think I was going to grow a YouTube channel around Stardew Valley and meet some amazing people. You guys are very supportive for the content that I create, and I'm so appreciative of it. But not only that, to see the variety of content creators come out and start playing Stardew Valley to the point where we were able to host the Stardew Valley Cup is such an amazing achievement. To see the number of content creators play Stardew Valley grow every single day is so amazing, and I hope the community stays like this. I feel like the big reason as to why a lot of people are switching into Stardew Valley as a farming sim when they've played other types of genre of games is because Stardew Valley is actually quite simple to learn once you get the gist of it. But also there is no wrong way of playing Stardew Valley, and I always mention that in my videos. To have that kind of flexibility where there is no wrong way of doing something and your way could be the right way is actually quite amazing. Even though Stardew Valley still has some tasks that you need to complete and obviously needs you to do something so you can progress in the game, there is no penalty in taking your time in doing that. Better yet, if you're not happy with one playthrough, you can always start the game up again, and with the knowledge that you already have, you could probably do a bit better on this other playthrough. There are so many different ways of playing Stardew Valley, whether it's playing it the vanilla way and just taking your time with it, whether it's choosing a certain perk and just doing that for your first year, whether it's speed running it or doing a challenge or playing it with mods or just enjoying it as like a second life as a farmer. You can always pick up Stardew Valley and give yourself something different to do, and Stardew Valley will allow you to do that. I feel like more games could adapt to this idea that there is no end to a game. Obviously, there are bigger tasks and small tasks that you can complete to somewhat feel like you completed the game, but if there is no end, I feel like that encourages replayability. I like the idea of me being able to pick up Stardew Valley at any time, starting a new gameplay and playing it how I want to play it. I want to know that the tasks, especially the bigger tasks that are available, can be completed at any time. But I feel like a lot of farming simulators or any type of simulators can definitely benefit off that. For example, Sims is definitely a game like that. There is technically no end. You can play the game how you want, create the house you've always wanted to live in, get to marry whoever you want. That's what a game should be based on, because then I know if I ever want to play the game all over again, I can always change up how I played it previously. I'm still a part of the Stardew Valley community, and I really am interested to see where it's going to go in the next few years. Guys, let me know what you think about these topics, or also what you think about Stardew Valley. I hope you enjoyed today's video as well, guys. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Take care.